Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video is going to be the shortest what I bought this month video you will ever see, and then we're going to discuss the fact that I'm going to be going on a no buy. So the only thing that I picked up throughout the month of March was the MAC Cosmetics and Tessa Virtue lipstick that she came out with. This just showed up on my doorstep yesterday, I think it was. And I was pretty pumped about this. As soon as I found out she was making an actual lipstick with MAC, I was like, I have to own it. So this is the MAC Maker / Tessa Virtue lipstick. Comes in specialty box packaging, and the tube is gold, which honestly I find a little bit tacky. I don't find this kind of reflective gold packaging very nice to look at, but all of the MAC Maker shades did come in this kind of tube, so I guess it was just part of the branding for that collection. So what was interesting to me about this one is the fact that she, for her Moulin Rouge performance during the Olympics, she actually told me at an event, which was very exciting, I was so tongue-tied, that she was using the shade Mare, which is this shade here, and of course I picked it up right after talking to her because I had to own the same lipstick that she wore. She has since said that during the Olympics she was actually wearing Brave, Mare, and I think it was one other shade. So now I'm a little bit confused as to which shade she was actually wearing during Moulin Rouge, but she had told me Mare. And when I first saw this new lipstick, I thought it looked so similar to Mare, and I haven't compared them yet, so I want to take a look at them now. So this is the new MAC Maker Tessa Virtue shade, which honestly is a little bit darker than I was expecting. There is a little bit of cool toneness to it, but let's compare it to Mare because I've been like waiting for this moment. And yeah, not unexpectedly, they are very similar. Like, that's pretty close on camera. I would say Mare is a little bit paler and there's definitely more of a rosy pink to it, versus the Tessa Virtue lipstick has a little bit more of a cool toned edge to it and it's definitely darker. And I'll insert some close-ups so you can see exactly how these look. Honestly, I'm not surprised to see that she came out with a lipstick that was practically identical to one that she'd already really enjoyed before, because as she has said herself, she's not that adventurous with makeup. She tends to wear the same colors over and over again, just varying degrees of intensity. So to see this color from her is not surprising. I do think it's really pretty. I haven't worn it yet, I haven't tested it out at all, but I am pretty happy that I now own a lipstick that she created with MAC, because I mean MAC's been like, you know, one of those brands that has always had a special place in my heart over the years, and for like one of my figure skating like icons to create a lipstick with them is just very cool. Oh, and I just realized that some people may not even realize who Tessa Virtue is. She is a now retired Olympic figure skating ice dancer. She competed with her partner Scott Moyer in the Olympics in 2010, 2014, and 2018. And I only really fell in love with them and their ice dancing in the 2018 Olympics. And I've been a little bit obsessed ever since. So they are just phenomenal ice dancers. And I've had the opportunity to meet her I think it's twice now. One was at a Nivea event and the other one, yeah, was at a book signing for their relaunch of their Tessa and Scott sort of memoirs. She's the nicest person ever. She is so encouraging and just genuine too. So I'm very excited to own a lipstick that she's created with MAC. And one of the extras that came with that MAC order is just like a sample size that they chuck on. This is the MAC in Extreme Dimension Lash, so it's a mascara. I can't remember if I've tried it or not. I don't tend to love MAC mascaras, but I will always pick up an extra mini when I can. And that is it for the entire month. That's the only thing that I've picked up throughout the month of March, which brings me to my next point, which is that I'm going on an indefinite no buy. With the coronavirus pandemic, I don't really want to spend money on makeup, and there's nothing I really need. And honestly, for a while now, I've been pondering going on a no buy because I'm just a little bit deflated with the new makeup launches that are coming out right now. There's not a lot that entices me or that I find interesting or is even really unique. I feel like so many things coming out right now are just rehashes of products that have been out before. And frankly, I'm just not into it. And you know what? What is a better time than a pandemic to just be like, no, I'm done with buying new launches. So I'm going to stop buying makeup for the foreseeable future. I think pretty much it will be until this sort of pandemic situation is over, which at this point is starting to look like months and not weeks. I do think I'm going to be working from home for at least the next 4 months, maybe even 6, which is a little bit depressing to think about, but that's where we're at. I'm a little bit happy about it, to be honest. I feel kind of stupid that it took a pandemic to just make myself go on this no buy, but makeup is a luxury. I don't need it, and I definitely am not going to be wearing it really when I'm at home, aside from like filming YouTube videos. So there's literally 0 point in me accruing any more makeup in my collection, because the stuff that I have right now, while it's still usable and stuff like that, at the rate that it's being used currently, once a week, a lot of it's gonna go bad. And it's not gonna be today or tomorrow, but in a few years' time, I will have not gotten the use out of my makeup that I would have been otherwise wearing daily during this pandemic. So yeah, I'm on an official no buy. There is a great video, by the way, over on Paulina's channel that gives a few tips on how to sort of remove yourself from the makeup buying habits that we've had for a long while, because she is also going on a no buy during this time. And she just offered a few tips and suggestions on how to sort of like prevent yourself from falling susceptible to marketing techniques or tactics. And I'm not particularly susceptible to stuff like that, but I thought the tips were really good. So I will link to her video down below in case you want to check it out. Just in case you're like an impulse shopper and you still feel like you are going to struggle with not spending money on makeup. This video could be helpful to you. So this is going to be the end of the what I bought in a month videos for the foreseeable future. I'm sure when this pandemic is over, I'll start getting into buying more stuff, but for now, I don't really need anything. And what I am going to be doing with my videos in the next few months is that I will be filming Get Ready With Me tutorials, chatty talk through ones, with old palettes that I have. And now's the time for tutorials. I feel like people are going to be more interested in hearing about old products, and I want to play with my old stuff too. So every week I'll be asking on Instagram stories if you want to see a tutorial with one of 2 palettes. Please vote for whichever one you want to see most, because I'll be pulling out 2 palettes that I'm interested in using, and then I'll leave it up to you guys to pick which palette you're the most interested in seeing. So just gonna do that every week. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully you find it interesting, and I'll get some use out of my old makeup. So that's it. No more buying makeup for a while. This is gonna be a little bit strange. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Bye.